Hey, what's up guys, Jaeky here. Today we're going to be checking out a Hall effect keyboard from PIIFOX. This is their Defender68HE, and it's a premium analog keyboard with an aluminum chassis as well as 8000 Hz polling rate support so that you're getting the least amount of input lag in game. Currently it's retailing for around $157 USD, and you can choose between two different colorways, either pink or white. Inside of the box you have a user manual which goes over all of these shortcuts on the keyboard itself. And of course, you also get the keyboard itself here. This is a very hefty board. Like I mentioned earlier, the chassis here is CNC aluminum, so you're getting that premium build quality and feel. And you can definitely feel the weight here. This keyboard weighs in at 1.1 kilograms, which is quite hefty. And then also inside of the box is a USB-C to USB-A cable. This is braided, so very nice quality here. And you also get a switch and keycap puller 2-in-1. As well as 3 additional unique keycaps for the escape key, enter key, and spacebar if you want to switch up the aesthetic on the board. Let's get into the actual design of the board itself. This is a 68% layout, meaning that you will be getting some extra keys here as well as your arrow keys, which is really nice. 65 and 68% is definitely a great balance to keep that small form factor while still keeping stuff like your arrow keys, which is really nice. On the front of the board, on the left side, we have the USB-C ports, and on the right side, we have this little PIIFOX logo right here. And then you can also see here on the bottom left corner of the board, there's this little piece that kind of just gives it a different aesthetic. And you also have a logo on the front side of the board as well. And this is what it looks like on the bottom right here. You do have a set typing angle, so this board doesn't lie completely flat. There is a built-in typing angle and 4 rubber feet here as well, and just the logo on the bottom. Like I mentioned earlier, this keyboard does support 8000 Hz polling rates with a 0.125 millisecond latency, so you're getting the fastest performance in-game on paper. And also on here are PBT keycaps as well, which are really nice and high quality. Underneath those PBT keycaps, we have the Gateron Jade Pro switches in here, which are really nice switches. I love Gateron Jade Pros, and the way they sound and feel as well are super top tier. These are lubed from the factory, and they have a south-facing RGB as well. The PCB here is hot swappable, so if you do want to change out the switches, you can do that if you like. But on top of the PCB, you actually have a carbon fiber plate here, and I don't know if the camera's picking that up very well, but you can see here in the expanded view, this does have a carbon fiber plate, so super high quality all around. So yeah, not only does that carbon fiber plate help with the acoustics, but there's also plenty of padding inside of this board as well, with a lot of poron, which helps absorb a lot of the case resonance. So really quick, let's get into a sound test so that you can kind of get an idea of how this board sounds with those Gateron Jade Pro switches, that carbon fiber plate, and all of that padding inside. So yeah guys, really clean sound coming from the Defender68HE. The stabilizers here were really smooth as well. Overall, just a really solid sounding board. Also guys, huge shout out to PIIFOX for setting out this keycap set over for me to check out. This retails for $33 USD, and it is a cherry profile keycap set, full PBT material, but they also have a bunch of different keycap sets on their website as well. You can go ahead and check those out, and there's a bunch of different keycap sets that you can take a look at to see which one fits your style. So let's get into the software here. PIIFOX does have web-based software, which is really nice. That just means you don't have to download anything onto your computer, and you can access this on any setup. Really straightforward here. You just connect it like that, and it will load up the keyboard. So on the first tab here, we can do key calibration as well as switch between different profiles. You can also do key rebinding here as well, so you can rebind every key on the keyboard to whatever you want. And then in here, we can also set our rapid trigger and customizable actuation settings. You can see that the text here is kind of glitching out. Not sure why it's doing that, but that's definitely one of the weak points of this board is going to be the web-based software. This could definitely use some work. Just the whole UI could definitely be made a little bit more intuitive. But you can see here, I can select all of the switches and change the actuation point to 1 millimeter if I wanted to. And then I can change the rapid trigger with this slider as well. And there's also dead zone settings that you can change. and you can select which switches are actually in the board. Since I have the Magnetic Jade Pros, I'm going to select those. And there's also a visualizer here so you can see how much of the key you're actually actuating at any given time, which is nice to see. In the advanced key settings here, this is where you can mess around with the analog keyboard stuff, like your DKS, your mod tap, and your SOCD. So if I wanted SOCD on A and D, I can do that. Just click confirm like this. And there you go. You can see that SOCD is now enabled for my strafe keys. And then on the other settings, you can also select your polling rate for your keyboard here. On the second tab here, we can change the function layer, so you can do different settings for the function layer. You can hover over these and see what they are by default. For example, my A, S, and D keys are my multimedia controls by default, but you can switch all of these around if you want. Third tab here is going to be your macro recording, so you can record macros and save it onto the keyboard, which is also really nice if you use macros. And then on the fourth tab here is going to be your RGB effects. And just the final tab here is where you can update the firmware on the keyboard. So that's pretty much the web-based software. Pretty much does everything you need it to do, but it is definitely the weakest part of this entire experience. So hopefully PIIFOX does improve this further down the line. As for the in-game performance, I really had no issues when using the Defender68HE in-game. It felt pretty much identical to every other high-performance Hall effect keyboard that I've used. Super responsive, and the customizable actuation and rapid trigger worked exactly as intended. I also tried the SOCD as well, and that worked flawlessly. Nowadays, most Hall effect keyboards on the market are pretty similar in terms of performance, and this is no exception. Overall, it's a really solid keyboard with good build quality, especially with that carbon fiber plate and the aluminum chassis. And the fact that they implemented Gateron Jade Pro switches into this keyboard means that you get a really solid sound as well as typing feel. And with that 8000 Hz polling rate for the least amount of input lag, if you're just looking for a premium Hall effect experience, then this definitely fits that need. In my opinion, the weakest part of the entire experience, and my only real complaint, is the web-based software. Hopefully that can be improved further down the line, but currently the UI is just not that intuitive, so that is definitely one thing that I hope is improved in the future. But that's pretty much it, guys. That was the Defender68HE from PIIFOX. If you guys are interested in checking out this keyboard, I'll leave a link to it in the description below, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.